Hey folks, and good Tuesday morning. Got a question for you. Are you marketing for the year 2020 or are you still in the past? Let's talk about it. So the big question is this: how do voiceover artists like us who are looking to take our careers to the next level but don't buy into the claims of needing expensive equipment and demos start bringing in new clients? How do you follow a clear path to changing your voiceover side hustle into your full-time job and stick it to those that said you couldn't? Those are the questions, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Earl Hall, and welcome to In the Booth with Earl Hall, where we know how to grind and don't quit. Be good if I turn my sound on, right? Look, question for you today. Are you marketing for the year 2020 or are you still in the past? Let's talk about it. So the big question is this: how do voiceover artists like us who are looking to take our careers to the next level but don't buy into the claims of needing expensive equipment and demos start bringing in new clients? How do you follow a clear path to changing your voiceover side hustle into your full-time job and stick it to those that said you couldn't? Those are the questions, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Earl Hall, and welcome to In the Booth with Earl Hall, where we know how to grind and don't quit. Hey, good Tuesday morning, guys. Glad to have everyone in the house. Thanks for being here this morning. You know I'm here for you guys Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, to show you, the voiceover artist, how to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover career. You know, Gary Vaynerchuk is one of the guys I have followed for over a year now. Has been just a huge influence on how it is that I look at marketing. And I wanted to talk today about, where are you marketing? Are you marketing for 2020 or are you marketing in the past? So much information that we get from everywhere. In particular, and this is specific to voiceover, it seems to be so far in the past, or it's not meeting up to the challenges of today. There's a couple of caveats that you gotta get when you're looking at growing your voiceover business. And social media is the thing. It is the thing. If you're not on social media, understanding how to market on Facebook, how to market on Twitter, how to market on Instagram, even to some extent Snapchat, this is something that you have to learn. So before you get overwhelmed already with what it is that I'm saying to you, I didn't know how to use these platforms on day one. This was something that I had to learn. So the same may be going with you. You may be avoiding certain types of marketing. You may be avoiding email marketing. You may be avoiding Facebook marketing. You may be avoiding all types of social media stuff just because you don't get it. And not getting it is not the answer. Not getting it and not pursuing it to learn what it's all about is not the answer. You've got to get the answer. And the only way to do that is through execution. The only way to get that is through being a practitioner on these platforms. Doesn't mean that you have to use every last platform that is out there like I do. No, it doesn't mean that. But what it does mean is that the one or two platforms that you learn how to use or that you dig in to learn how to use, you got to dig in. You've got to learn these platforms because this is going to be the thing from now moving into 2020 and beyond that is going to be the key to you being successful in voiceover, learning copywriting, learning the marketing strategies and techniques that work out there, understanding how to engage with your audience, understanding that. I think one of the main things that I learned, well, I've learned a lot, but one of the things that I learned from Gary Vee over the past couple of years is that you have to think of yourself as a media company first. What does that look like? What does that really look like? I'm a voiceover artist. but I'm a media company first that happens to talk about voiceover, that happens to do voiceover, that is a pretty darn good voiceover artist. So this is kind of, your mind has to expand beyond the four walls or the four blankets or the closet that is your studio. It's got to expand beyond that and look at how it is that you can increase the reach that you have. I applaud. There are certain people out there that I'm coaching that are probably tuned in right now. They've started YouTube channels. They're making YouTube videos, albeit maybe not as consistent as I do on a freaking daily basis. But does it mean that you have to? No, it doesn't mean that you have to, but it has to be consistent. Whether it is you're posting a blog or posting a video or doing a podcast relating to the voiceover industry or your specific niche in the voiceover industry, whether that's e-learning, explainer videos, narration, documentaries, audiobooks, whatever it is, you ought to be showing your expertise. And if you don't figure this piece out, you're going to get left behind. And let me show you how it is that you're going to get left behind with the marketing and with being in this thing called voiceover. Every one of us has heard about AI, augmented reality. We've heard about VR, virtual reality. We've heard about all these different things. They're coming. It's coming. There is going to be something at some point in time that takes over Facebook. There's going to be something. Facebook is the big boy right now, but Facebook will die one day if it doesn't keep up with the times. What are you going to be doing when all of this VR and AR stuff starts coming into real play in what it is that we're doing? You haven't learned Instagram yet. You haven't learned Facebook yet, and how to make some arbitrage on these platforms, exploit these platforms in a way that is going to be meaningful, that is going to be specific to the audience that you're trying to gain. If you don't understand Facebook today, and let me just tell you this, get a hold to Snapchat and Instagram, and I mean right now. I don't care if you don't understand it, because what you're not seeing is the future. You're not seeing the future and where things are going. You may look at Instagram and Snapchat as some place where 14-year-old girls hang out. You definitely may look at it that way. But guess what? In 10 years, those 14-year-old girls are going to be 24. And they're going to be in the workplace. They're going to be in the market. They're going to be your competition. They're going to be the people that hire you to do voiceover. If you don't get a hold to these emerging, huge, I can't even call Snapchat and Instagram emerging. They're huge at this point. Instagram so huge that Facebook bought it. And YouTube, oh my gosh. It's like, if you understand where these things are going, nobody cares about being on TV anymore. It's all about YouTube. It's all about Netflix. It's all about Hulu. It's all about Amazon Prime, Amazon, all of these things that are grabbing our attention and moving our attention to these platforms that traditionally have been online, but now they're coming to the forefront. You've got to look at the handwriting on the wall and realize that if you don't get these things, you will be left behind. You will. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. To be a VO today means that you've got to get into social media. You've got to get into producing content. Because that's how people find and discover you. This is how it is. This is how it works. I have an intern right now, Andrew, and most of you guys have seen his work already. If you saw the videos that I put up, especially on Instagram, more so than anywhere else, even on Snapchat, even in my Instagram stories, this is from an intern that I have. And I'm like, you make sure that you keep all of this. This will be your resume. The content that you're producing right now is your resume. If you're doing work on whatever, if you're doing audio production, you're doing voiceover, you want to get this gig, you want to get that job. This is why demos are so important. But let's take it a step further. Let's take it a step further. And I'm going to be taking this a step further. Demos are great, but what about a video demo? What about a demo that actually has your logos in it and has your, maybe has some images in it, has some moving stuff in it that is your demo that you can post online, you can post on YouTube, you can post on Facebook, and all this other kind of stuff. Certain things about wanting to step up your game is vital. But if we do not have a very decent social media presence starting today, and continue to grow that, you're going to lose. This is the future. Doesn't matter if you don't like it. Doesn't matter if you don't understand it. Doesn't matter if you're angry about it. If you don't do these things, you will lose. Let's take a listen to what Gary Vee has to say about it.
This is classic offense versus defense. What I'm really good at is marketing in the year that we actually live in.
I said, jump down, baby, run down. You just run down lunges. You do lunges, lay my tongue down. What's found, baby, what's found? Let me see that. Bad kitty, lady, mad city. Let's agree that I'm the doing the Gus say. Light up my cigar, sipping party.
This is about as basic economics as you really can get into. However, people don't understand. And there is a fundamental reason why big companies go out of business, because they don't market and execute in the world we live in. What they don't understand is the risk reward. The risk reward. Let me explain to you. While everybody sits around and says, well, I don't want to invest my time or money into Snapchat a year or two ago, I'm jumping in there and trying to figure it out. They wait while everybody else innovates and executes and takes their business. Blockbuster didn't have the data to tell them why to buy Netflix for $40 million 8 years ago. That put them out of business. You're saying it's risky to put your time and money into Snapchat in case it disappears. I implore you to start taking these channels seriously. Instagram got 50 million users. 50 million users in 1.6 years. I say it's risky to not jump in there in case it explodes. 99% of the people in this room do not market in the year that we actually live in. If you are not a full-pledged effort of storytelling on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram at this moment, you are borderline not relevant to what's about to happen in the next 24 months. That's period. For example, when I was buying Google AdWords in 2000, 2001, when I bought the word wine for 10 cents, that was a good deal. You're talking about a $14 word right now. Most people aren't executing on so many different variables, they can't show the ROI. Look, I get it. You want to show the ROI of your Instagram campaign and you've got somebody disciplined above you that doesn't know how to quantify it, and you walk in and say, hey, we did really well this month. We got 1,700 hearts. That's a tough thing to sell through. I respect that. So the question becomes, while everybody was debating, is this Google AdWords thing really sell? Is this a good thing? Where are our eyeballs and ears going? That to me is the thing that I'm completely obsessed with right now. Where are we spending our time? I'm racking up the returns on that inexpensive cost that later turns out to be obvious to the market. When the market becomes aware and smart about it, it dilutes. That's basically the way I think about marketing, which is why in 2007, nobody even knows what Twitter is, and I'm using it daily, engaging with people. By the time people figure out in 2010, 11, 12, 13 that it matters, I'm amassing my hundreds of thousands of followers, which was easier then. So the game continues to change. This is classic offense versus defense. Most of you are on defense. I am always on the offense.
That's what it's all about.
Can I get a minute?
Gary Vee, thank you so much. It is, you gotta be on the offense with these things. You have heard me talk about this many times before about getting on the offense. Stop sitting around waiting for someone to give you permission to be great. Go out and do the things that you need to do. Ignorance may play a part of this, but overcoming ignorance of how to use these social media platforms is not an excuse. If you're going to be successful in the years to come, this year, today, then understanding these social media platforms and why they are so key is important. It's not something that can be left to chance or, maybe, I'll do something else or I'll try this over here. Do I need to understand email marketing? Hell yeah. Do I need to understand copywriting? Yes, you do. Do I need to understand marketing language? Yes, you do. This is a business. You are so much, how do I say this? You being a voiceover artist is this big compared to you being a marketer. compared to you being a business person. It's this as a voiceover artist, this as a business person and a marketer, a salesperson. If you're not, you will not win. There's no other way for me to say it. It is absolutely the truth. It is the thing that has to and must get ingrained into everything it is that you're doing. You have no other option. I've got to just be real with you about that. I talk to people, I get emails from people every single day. I don't understand how to use Snapchat. I don't understand how to use Instagram. Don't really understand how to use Facebook, Twitter. There are thousands, if not millions, of YouTube videos on how to use Facebook for marketing, how to use Snapchat for marketing, how to use Instagram for marketing. And it's as close as a search away. I don't know what other excuse you could possibly give to not digging into this. You are a voiceover artist. Fine. Do you want to be a business owner? You want to have a voiceover studio? Marketing is your only path to take. It is it. Maybe 0.005% of us may get picked up right away for some national TV show or some cartoon or animated series or a movie trailer or a couple or whatever. But the overwhelming majority of us will live or die through our marketing. And this is an everyday occurrence. It's an everyday thing that must occur within the confines of you being a voiceover artist. You got a great mic. Awesome. Awesome. You love your DAW. Oh, that is so sweet. It's so precious. You love your DBX 286. Man, I hear you. Does not amount to a hill of beans if you have the best equipment. But the marketing piece is missing. I'm telling you right now that the thing that is going to make the difference for you over the next year is going to not be how good of a voiceover artist you are. Is it important? About that much. The thing that's going to make the difference in your career is marketing and sales. Getting the word out there about what it is you do. Providing content that people want to consume. Do you realize that just 10 years ago? What is it? It's 2018? Going back to 1998, where all of this stuff really started exploding, you had to pay millions to just get discovered. You had to if you wanted to get seen, to do a production like the one that I'm doing right now, millions of dollars to produce something like this, you have it at the tip of your fingers and it's free. There is no greater time that there has ever been for someone that may consider themselves to be a nobody or nothing to become someone because of your talent and skills, but also more so because of your ability to market those talents and skills. Just that simple. All right, so I'm going to open it up now. We're going to take some questions. I'm going to see what we got coming in over here on YouTube. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We got Lenny, Lazarus, Dan. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Anthony. Ben, what's up, my man? We got Mage Pro, John Grimes. Oh, gosh, you guys are amazing. The first question that came in here was from Mage Pro. How do we keep up? There are so many platforms to work on. Is there one interface that can feed them all? No, there is not one interface that can feed them all. There are some tools that you can use, maybe like a Hootsuite or something like that, that you can kind of develop a post and it will post across different platforms. But you have to still yet know and understand how those platforms work. You guys, you see how often during the day that I post. I'm not sitting here all day posting. Usually at one point of the day, I'll create a post across all platforms. I use Buffer. I'll put it into Buffer and I'll get it out there to everyone. But there are at least 3 to 4 posts that I do a day. I do manually because it's platform specific. It will not work, you not understanding how to use these platforms natively. If you don't understand how to natively use Facebook is not the same as LinkedIn. LinkedIn is not the same as Twitter. There are things that are vital on different platforms that you just have to be aware of. This is what we have to learn. This is what needs to be discovered. This is the time that you will have to take to go online and read and or watch how this is done. And I'm telling you, it's there. It is all there. If you don't understand or know how to do this, that means you need to take this Saturday or tonight until, the next couple of days or weeks, however long it takes you to get it, discover it. I said also at the beginning, it's not that you necessarily have to be on them all, but pick one or two that you can really get comfortable with and learn that bad boy. I mean, ride it till the wheels fall off. Learn how to exploit these channels. And it's even comes down to something as maybe trivial or as basic as what the best times to post are. I didn't know, so I watched a video. What are the best times to post on Facebook? What are the best times to post on Twitter? Dude, ladies and gentlemen, the info's there. The excuses are gone. Let's get at it. All right, so John, marketing is your number one path to take, should definitely be in your top tips video. Yeah, absolutely agree. Do or do not. There is no try. Thank you, Chris. Master Yoda. All right. Earl, great content. Dave Big Apple, thanks a lot, buddy. Appreciate you guys over in the NYC. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Conchita. Good morning. Yeah, everybody. All right. Do we have any more questions? Because look, this is vital. This is important to learn social media. I hear the fear and trepidation in many folks' voice, even in the emails that I get. It comes across because people are stuck. Get unstuck. There's no easy answer. I need to have a button on my screen that can pop up, easy button with a line across it. There's no easy button on this. This is some hard work. It's sometimes tedious, but actually I love the work. It's in the process and seeing what's working and what's not working that makes the difference for me. If it's one thing for you to love voiceover, but let me put it to you in this context as well. If you don't absolutely adore marketing, I don't know what you're going to do. I'm just being honest, because there is nothing else to do. If you sit in your studio, in your closet, in your basement, and all you do is, you're waiting for the next audition, you're waiting for someone to post something on Fiverr, or waiting for someone to post something on, any of the freelance sites or whatever, you're right now, it's a little bit of offense you can play by actually pursuing jobs that way. But you guys know those jobs are far and in between. Every aspect, if you're marketing, if you're on Fiverr, if you're on Upwork, if you're on Baldago, if you're on Voice Bunny, if you're on voices.com, if you're on Voices123, if you have an agent, if you're doing email marketing, if you're marketing on Facebook, if you're marketing on Twitter, if you're marketing on Instagram, all of these are streams of revenue. And if you ignore any of them, you're cutting out a stream of revenue per se. Because I know some of you are on voices.com and Voices123. Some of you are having luck with that. And if you are, kudos, keep it going. But if you focus on, if you don't pay attention to these other streams of revenue that can come in, it's going to be to your detriment. Now, how do you tackle this? How do you take it on? How do you actually do it? Because if you don't do this, that means, okay, you're getting money from here, but you're losing money from here. And the money that you're getting from over here is never consistent. It's like 1 or 2 a month. Over here is 1 or 2 a month, maybe. Back here is 1 or 2 a month. But all of them together make massive impact. And so how do you tackle all of this? How do you do this? You take a year and you master one thing at a time and you build upon it. You master how to get the work off of Baldago. You master, take 3 months, master Baldago. Take 3 months, master Voice Bunny. Take 3 months, master email marketing. Take another 90 days, master Facebook. Take another 90 days, master. Have I gotten too many 90 days in a year? I think I have. But you understand and you get the gist of what it is that I'm meaning. And so when you do this over time, this is how you build your revenue streams. Because you've become a master of it all, step by step by step. It doesn't just happen all of a sudden. Not all of a sudden. It's over time. That's the one thing that is a constant. Okay, Conchita, Blue Ocean is one of the best. Yeah, I love Blue Ocean strategies. Let's see. Let me go back here. I got to back up here. You guys are writing today. Let's see. Hey, Earl, it's important to have your floors covered in your home studio. Just put a carpet down. Something soft. Excuse me. Conchita, it's a close as a search away. May take for the day. Yeah. Take away for the day. Let's see. Wado, no doubt. You snooze, you will lose. Anthony, I think it would be great to talk about Blue Ocean because the book has opened a whole new avenue for me because a lot of people don't know what to say. So their first goal should be to find it. Awesome. I'll do something on Blue Ocean coming up here. I definitely will because that was a major book for me. A major book. Is there a best day of the week to do posts that will get the most responses or worst day? Mage, look it up. Look it up. It's on YouTube. I'm not even going to tell you because, well, actually I can't. Actually I can tell you, specifically for YouTube, it's like Thursday is the best day. I know that. Thursday's the best day if you're going to do one a week. Thursday's usually the best day to post. Something like a Snapchat or Instagram, especially with Insta stories and posting on the wall, it's 2 a.m., 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning. But whatever it is you want to know, once again, look it up. It's on YouTube. The answer is there. Google it. Let's see. Earl is showing us the path. He did it, so we can as well. Absolutely, because I'm nobody special. I'm not always the sharpest knife in the drawer. Believe that. All right, Chris, there are some great classes over on Udemy. Exactly. There are classes on Udemy. There are classes on Skillshare that you can take to learn these things like copywriting and all these other skills that you're going to need. David, invest your time and money to your own infomercial. Absolutely. What do you freaking think this is that I do? It's a freaking infomercial I do every day. It's a 30-minute show. You know, come on. I've been doing this since I was you go back and look at my early YouTube videos compared to the presentation that I have now. You can see the progression, not only in my career, but also just in my presentation, also in my confidence level that I have in speaking. And the more that you do whatever it is that you're doing, the better you will get at it. I posted, and I said this, you guys hear me say this all the time, done is better than perfect. The video that I put out on Friday for my Accomplished series. Watch what happens this Friday. Look at the video that I did. Watch the production quality of what's coming. And continue to watch the production quality of what's coming. Done is better than perfect. Was it my best work, that first video I put out for the Accomplished series? No. But you guys seem to love it. But it wasn't I had to do it quickly because I said it was coming out and it's coming out. Now I've got a whole week to prepare for it, so I've been doing it. I was working on some of it this morning. Let us move on. Next question. Let's see. You're more than welcome. Alan, glad to have you here. Payday's Thursday. Okay. All right, cool. Yvette, YouTube is allowing me to build my vocal booth using grind and don't quit, my motto for this year. Amazing. All right. And how important is it to brand yourself? And let's see. David says, you are the man. Sell the sizzle, not the steak. All right, here we go. How important is it to build the brand or to brand yourself? The first and most important concept in this whole entire thing is that you are the brand. You are the brand. Period. It's not in your logo. It's not in your saying. Even though, I branded myself, over time. It took me a little time to get the whole hashtag grind and don't quit and just own that. I was the one that came up with that. It's not like I saw it somewhere. It just fit with what I was doing. So I used it as a slogan, as a motto, as a call to action type of thing, grind and don't quit. But whether or not I had the motto, grind and don't quit, you guys are watching me. You could give two craps about the motto. Is what I'm telling you relevant? Will it work? Does this get you to move on something? This is why, just like the magazine, just like with the book, and I encourage all of you, get the magazine, please. Get the book. There is so much freaking information in those two things, from the magazine at voquarterly.com. Get the magazine, pick it up, to even the book, Steps to Voiceover Success. Get the information is out there. And here's the thing. Let's just take the book. There's tons of information in this book between the words and the videos that I have attached in the ebook. It's ridiculous the amount of content that's there. It's $4.99. Are you worth that? I mean, I could have charged more. People have been telling me, "Oh, why are you just charging? You should be charging a whole lot more for this ebook or whatever. You should be charging." Right there. Get it on Amazon, please. Steps to voiceoversuccess.com. Oh, excuse me, Steps to Voiceover Success. You can get it at stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. But where are you looking for your information? And beyond that, are you executing on the information you're getting? That's the key point, the execution. Let's see. Thank you, David. Yep, done is better than perfect. Chris is saying on Instagram, hashtags are key. Absolutely. Absolutely imperative. And those use my classes were on New Year's sale for like $11 a piece. Saturday, got like 4 of them. What? No, I have no idea. My classes were on New Year's for like $11. Oh, you were probably talking about from one of the like Skillshare or from Udemy or something like that. The classes that are there. Yeah, they have specials and deals and sales all the time. Go to Skillshare.com, go to Udemy.com. A lot of times if you just sign up, you get some special deals for that. Let's see. Yeah, Conchita is featured in the premiere issue of VO Quarterly, where it comes out once a quarter. So I'm in the process now of preparing for my next release of the magazine. Thank you, everyone that bought year-long subscriptions to the magazine, which is only $10. Yeah, my prices are going to go up. You better act soon. I'm really feeling like my prices for this stuff is way too low, considering the value of the content that's there. If you want to get the magazine, it's voquarterly.com, voquarterly.com. Of course, you can pick up the book Steps to Voiceover Success at Amazon. You can get the hard copy. You can get the Kindle version. If you get the hard copy, you get the Kindle version at like a reduced price. And all that kind of stuff. Just go pick it up. But don't pick it up if you're not going to do crap. Literally, it's like, if you're not going to execute, it makes no sense for you to come and watch me. It makes no sense for you to follow me anywhere just to hear me talk. Do something. Today, please do something. Well, guys, we've come to the end here. Don't know what else to tell you. Get into social media before it is too late, and understand it and learn it better than you know the back of your hand, because it is going to be the thing that is going to propel you forward. Get, just like Gary Vee said, get on the offense with this thing. Go for it. It is the thing that is going to make the difference in your future. I love you guys. You guys have an awesome and amazing, what is today? Tuesday? See you guys tomorrow. Love you.